All right. This prediction is for Crawford versus Shawn Porter. I want to be the first to say this, and I know some people are saying, "Oh, this is going a distance. Crawford never fought nobody. Shawn Porter fought everybody." First of all, any man that gets in the square circle, you can't say they never fought nobody. Any man with a pair of gloves on is trying to knock your fucking head off, especially if they want to win or they're trying to feed their family. Don't ever estimate no man and call him a bum or this and that. Now there's different levels in boxing. I'll agree with that. Crawford has proven himself at 35, proved himself at 40, undisputed, moved up to welterweight, stopped Jeff Horn. Crawford's on a 9 knockout streak, okay, but he stopped Jeff Horn, stopped Jose Benavidez, stopped Kell Brook, stopped Amir Khan. People trying to say Amir Khan don't have a chin. Look how fast he dropped him in the first round. Look how he destroyed Kell Brook. Stop Mean Machine. I think there's one more welterweight. Jeff Horn, Mean Machine, Jose Benavidez, Amir Khan, Kell Brook. 5 welterweights. If you slap any of those welterweights from the PBC side to face any of those guys, most of those guys will either lose or have their hands full, especially to Kell Brook. And even though people try to say Kell Brook was damaged goods, Kell Brook had 3 knockout wins after a 2-year layoff from what happened to him with Errol Spence and Triple G. Okay, so no excuses. Kell Brook's still dangerous, and Kell Brook still could beat anyone to this day. He got stopped by Crawford in 4 rounds. Crawford will knock out Shawn Porter. I want to be the first to say this. I want to make it real clear. Crawford will knock out Shawn Porter for several reasons. One, style make fights. Shawn Porter is a good fighter. He's more of a brawler. He's more of a guy that's going to muscle you, bang you. Now he's trying to learn how to box a little more. Crawford is a natural boxer, okay? And puncher. Crawford is a natural boxer puncher. Can switch right-handed or left-handed. When they clash, when these fighters come together, Shawn Porter don't have a survival mode tactic. Shawn Porter is throwing all guts and glory. And that's why people think, oh yeah, he's the truth. He can get in on anyone that's not. Yes, but that will be his downfall. That's what's going to make him get stopped. Because Shawn Porter, don't have a will to back down. So when you start besting Shawn Porter, he's going to keep coming forward and keep grinding it out like he did Keith Thurman, like he overwhelmed Paulie Malignaggi. He overwhelmed Paulie. He was too strong for Paulie. He overwhelmed Devin Alexander. He overwhelmed Adrian Broner. But he even overwhelmed Danny Garcia. I think Danny Garcia kind of edged him. He kind of outgunned Danny. I was definitely rooting for Danny. I'm a Phillies boy. I really wanted Danny to beat him, but on the scorecards, he kind of beat Danny to the punch. So that's how he got Danny. He was in the trenches with Keith Thurman, so we know Shawn Porter could take a good shot. We know he can give a shot. He was in the trenches with Errol Spence. I thought Earl was going to stop him. But then again, Earl didn't stop Mikey Garcia either. You know Mikey Garcia's technically sound. A lot of people, he's too smart. Mikey could get in there with anybody and not just get stopped. Mikey's dangerous. And Mikey could hit hard enough to knock you out if you're not on your P's and Q's. So people that thought that Earl was just going to walk through Mikey, that was actually more dangerous in my eyes than Shawn Porter. I thought Earl was going to stop Shawn Porter because of his style. Crawford will stop Shawn Porter because Crawford becomes the hawk in the middle of the ring. Once you make him angered, he has done it to Thomas DeMore, where his corner said, you know what, go out and get him in this round. Crawford went and knocked him out. Kell Brook started off good with the jab. Crawford wasn't having a straight left hand, sent him across the ring. Mean Machine actually clipped Crawford. I understand Crawford don't want to say he got knocked down. He got hit hard, got a little wobble, and kind of got pushed down a little bit. I'll give you that. It wasn't count as a knockdown. But Crawford, you got hit good. You got hurt. But he recovered. And he knocked out an undefeated 2-time Olympian Mean Machine. People try to say, oh, Mean Machine, what shit. Put Mean Machine undefeated against any of the PBC fighters. Put him in against Shawn Porter. He'll edge Shawn Porter out. He'll probably knock Shawn Porter out. Crawford's going to knock Shawn Porter out because Shawn Porter don't have no quit and no give up will, but neither does Crawford. And now, if they both you got two major trains colliding with full speed and no backpedaling, okay? So we got two trains. We got a bull and we got a master. Crawford will be chopping down Shawn Porter in the trenches. You will see Shawn Porter start giving ground and getting clipped and getting hurt. And then you're going to see him get stopped. I call this now. Crawford will knock out Shawn Porter. If he comes out guns blazing from the door, he gets stopped in 8 to 10. If he comes out trying to box at first, he gets stopped probably late 11, maybe 12th round. Crawford could stop him anytime, but the faster Shawn Porter brings the pace, the faster his ass going to get put in the case. I promise you, Crawford is going to knock Shawn Porter out. I'll tell him to his face. I'll tell it to his dad. I'll tell it to the world. Crawford is the real deal at 147. He's the guy I favor over Errol Spence. Probably by knockout. People think I'm clipping and tripping and capping when I say Crawford is number 1 at the welterweight and the most fierce guy at welterweight. But there's another guy, Boots. We all know that Boots, and that's the only guy